Well, thanks to Blake Wilson winning the championship in the earlier FIM MiniGP UK 190 race, his place on the grid will be left absent. It'll be bragging rights between Marco Holt and Henry McCartney. Jenson Bishop, Arnie Carr, Annabelle McCarthy, and the last man in, Sid Marshall, will battle for the last race win of the season. So here we go. And Marco Holt versus Henry McCartney is already fever pitch as they run through Crook and Oblivion for the first time. Marco Holt has taken it from McCartney, but McCartney's coming straight back at him, even with the absence of Blake Wilson. There's still going to be a great war as McCartney dives in on Marco Holt. So Marco Holt is through to second position then, but Henry McCartney has shown him a clean pair of wheels in this first part of the lap. For Jenson Bishop versus Arnie Carr, this is going to be the battle for the podium finish and the final trophy of this MiniGP UK 190 season in the second race of today.
Yeah, 3 riders in this class going to the World Series, World Championships, if you prefer. I like to call them the World Championships, but the official title is the FIM Junior World Series, and that will be Blake Wilson, who's not taking part here, and the 2 riders out front, Henry McCartney and Marco Holt. All 3 will be going. Let's hope none of them have a bad crash in this one and injure themselves before they get there.
See, this is bragging rights, and Marco Holt is going to dive up the inside of McCartney and take back the lead. This is the best advert these 2 riders could possibly be giving to the world stage. This is what we're about. We will race wheel to wheel, tooth and nail, every lap of every race, and we will give it 110%. Absolutely amazing. Henry McCartney bouncing back on Marco Holt, and these 2 are going to keep the battle flowing all the way to the death. Jenson Bishop, by the way, is trying to stay with them. It's not over yet. These guys have been entertaining us royally all the way throughout 2024. Both of them have had their blips and their errors. Blake Wilson sat on the sidelines watching for a change now that he's the champion. But it's great to watch Marco Holt versus Henry McCartney in a straight fight. McCartney, of course, fell dramatically earlier this season at Three Sisters in Wigan. Marco Holt has been all guns blazing and has fallen twice, once at Rowrah and once earlier today, to get himself out of this championship fight. But that doesn't mean you won't see him bring his A game in the final race of the season. This is what they're going to be like for the next few years, these 2, along with Blake Wilson. Marco Holt and Henry McCartney, they're just going to give as good as they get every time they come to play.
Yeah, in 1 or 2 years you'll see both of these riders, I am absolutely sure, in the British Talent Cup. That will be their first step into the world of professional motorcycle racing. First opportunities on, well, it won't be the first time on big circuits because we've been to Pembrey ourselves this year, but that'll be the real start of their careers racing motorcycles, and hopefully they'll move into the main BSB Championship and then Moto GP.
I mean, imagine what these guys are going to be like when they're knocking elbows in Moto 3 and Moto 2. It's going to be so cool watching these guys duke it out. Out of the braking zone for Oziers, tight to the radius, back on the power, up towards the boot, and it looks as though McCartney's got a good run. Not quite close enough to slam dunk it up the inside of Marco Holt just yet, but you really do sense that he doesn't want to end the season second best to Marco Holt. Jenson Bishop still third from Carr, Annabelle McCarthy and Sid Marshall. There may not be many bikes out there, but we've definitely got quality over quantity. Even with Blake Wilson sat out on the sidelines absent, the racing has been magnificent all year long. And we've always said it in motorsport, all you need is 2 good racers to make a great contest. And these are 2 phenomenal racers. Up the inside of Annabelle McCarthy to put the lap on her. But Marco Holt versus Henry McCartney, there's only one word to describe it. It's irresistible.
Fantastic, down to Oziers one more time, then out of Oziers here, left and then right, onto the inside back straight, into the boot. That's the ankle, the left-hander, the right-hander there, that's the toe. If you see this from above, you'll know why it's called a boot, and this is the new platform heel, effectively the Chelsea boot. You can see it from that shot, that's why it's called the boot.
You were just watching Arnie Carr on the inset there. A very unfortunate weekend for Arnie Carr. Could have won in the 160-50 category, of course, this weekend, but handed the title to Tyler Humphries with a pair of mechanical failures yesterday. That was how Humphries got the job done in 160-50. Very neat and tidy there. But this is the battle on the last lap of the MiniGP UK 190 season 2024. Very close indeed. Marco Holt, the man named after the late great legend Marco Simoncelli, carries his number as well, the legendary 58. Henry McCartney swarming around all over the back of him though. He'll give as good as he's got. And these two riders really well take it to the ragged edge. Why not? Let's just see, can we pull off one final track? McCartney on the inside! No way is he going to pull that off! Oh my goodness! Full credit to him for giving it a go though. Marco Holt takes it. McCartney second. Can you believe he would even try it on that last lap?
Wow, that was absolutely unbelievable. Great attempt. He never got the job done, but what a finish.
That kind of tells you the riders we have got coming through the British racing ranks. Marco Holt and Henry McCartney leave nothing on the table. Jensen Bishop third in front of Arnie Carr, Annabelle McCarthy and Sid Marshall come through to finish the race. Your champion, of course, is Blake Wilson. He sat out the last race of the year, but oh my goodness, these three riders are going all the way to the big show.